Yo guys, what's up? It's your boy VM back again with another video. Um, I need to talk about something that's been on my mind lately specifically about Germany. And you're probably reading the title there. I'm gonna say it out loud. Germany has one of the worst social life. Now, why do I say one of the worst social life? Because America's probably even worse off when it comes to social life. You basically have no social life. At least in Germany, you get to meet someone once a month. Some people even meet each other only every 3 months in America, or not at all. That's crazy. Okay, let me zip up my bag here. Maybe I should just walk with my laptop because I don't have exactly a camera to carry me. Sorry, I don't have a camera to carry, so I have to carry. Ah, jeez, there was something just crawling my fucking back. Jesus. Anyways, I think I should get out of here before any more ticks come by. But it's raining, so there are probably less ticks. Anyways, I need to find a better spot to film, but I don't really have the best option right now, so I'm just gonna take a walk while I talk to you guys. A lot of things have been happening. A lot of bad things and some good things, but mostly bad, but I still persevere regardless. I'm actually supposed to study for my exams this September, but I felt like I needed to talk about something really important. Sorry, it's just really. Oh man. Anyways, I have to get out of here. As soon as I get out of here, there's gonna be a lot of wind, so I'm gonna have to find a better spot. I'm just gonna stand here maybe, or maybe take a walk here. But yeah, I need to talk about something really important. Germany has one of the worst social life. I tell you why. Because social media made it easier for people to communicate in a very short distance, right? A lot of people, they just communicate on social media. And it's really strange because you don't really have any human to human conversations anymore. And this is a very common thing here in Germany. Nobody likes to communicate with one another. Everybody's just on their phones all the time. And worst of all, people believe that this is normal. And the crazy part is that in Germany, nowadays friendships are just very strange. You meet someone, and all of a sudden, they just ghost you, right? Alright, I think I should film here. Maybe that's better. Alright, perfect. I don't have to hold my laptop here. Wait, let's see. That's better. So guys, hope you guys can see me well. But there's something strange happening in this world, especially in Germany where I am right now. Comment below where you guys are from and just let me know how strange life is these days with human beings. I'm just being honest here. I believe that Germany has one of the worst social life. And I was in a city for 9 hours and I tried to, have some conversations with a few people, but the crazy part is that a lot of them, they just ghosted me. All because I wanted to have a normal conversation, or I just wanted to have human and human contact to just talk to each other. Crazy part is that a lot of people don't want to have any real life conversations anymore. So either they just ghost you, which happens a lot to me when I try to say, hey, can I have at least in person? Can we meet in person and just talk to each other? And then they just decide to ghost me. Isn't that crazy? People are not willing to talk anymore. Everybody's just in their house. Even if I live close to my neighbors, I don't even know my neighbors that well. I try to talk to them, but none of them want to actually interact with one another. The only time we ever interact with one another is when we have a barbecue, but that's like once a year, you know? And that's crazy because the crazy part is that we live so close to each other, but we never congregate. We never communicate with one another. I try my best to communicate with people, to be open, but the crazy part is that a lot of them have checked out of society. It's as if their brains have been wired to just be programmed like NPCs. People are not willing to communicate anymore. People are not willing to have a social life here in Germany. Everybody just goes to work, comes back home, checks their smartphone in this modern society, and just doesn't communicate with one another. That's crazy. Like, the crazy part is that I was in Africa, right? Now, you guys probably comment below and say, how can you compare Europe and Africa? Well, listen, I was in Africa, and the crazy part is that a lot of people, they were willing to be open to have a conversation with me. It's not just about my money. It's not just because I have lighter skin than them that they want my money. It's not because I'm richer than them. I'm talking about human and human conversations. People were actually willing to actually communicate with me. People actually had the audacity to be curious, not only because of my skin color, but because they had this curiosity to talk to you. I think that's really rare. It's not just because, as I said, it's not only because of my skin color. It's also because of this human interaction. We need it as humans. And if you don't have that, what are you? You know? Like, that's crazy. Like, how is it possible that I meet someone in Germany and all of a sudden they just ghost me? Like, I do everything I can to be normal and to be respectful. There's, I don't know, how you guys are in Germany, but there's just something weird. There's this weird energy that's going on, at least where I am in Germany, and it's so strange with people. People are so dead inside. Like, do me a favor, guys. Next time any tourists that come to Germany, or next time anybody that visits Germany, just look at people's eyes. See how lifeless it is. You know? You'll notice what I'm saying. Right? I have a friend in America, right? You see, the difference between America and Germany, I've been to America once. I don't know how it is, but from my friend's perspective and from other YouTubers that I watch, they say that most of the malls are empty. Nobody goes shopping these days in real life. Everybody just orders online. So basically, nobody gets out of the house, and that's very unhealthy. You know, and America has one of the highest, like, Americans have one of the shortest lifespans in a first world country. And that's crazy, you know, that's crazy. How is that possible? Like America, I would rather be lonely in Germany than be lonely in the USA, because I can't imagine how it is in America, you know? And that's a separate video I'm going to make, you know? The title of the next video would probably be like, why I would rather be lonely in Germany than in America. You see, in America, I believe that a lot of people, they don't have a social life at all. Like, I'm talking about at all. Zero. Like, you can't even communicate with people. Nobody wants to say hi to you. At least people say hi to you in Germany, but they don't say anything else. Like, okay, it's bad enough, but at least, I mean, in America, it's probably worse. People just walk past you and just ignore you. Like, that's not normal. Like I watched a YouTuber from America, right? His name is Kid Greatness. Shout out to Kid Greatness if he's watching this video. Um, like I want to tell you guys, like, Kid Greatness, he talks about America has no social life, right? And The crazy thing is that he saw a guy across the bench, right? He was just sitting there, looking sad and depressed. So, and this guy looked like as if he was desperate for someone to just say hi to him. And he said, like, Kid Greatness said something along the lines like he said, that if I said hi to him, it would have made his day. Like that's not normal, right? As he said in his video, that is not normal. And this, I had a similar experience in Germany. Like yes, I am still in Germany. I'm planning to move out. You know, can you blame me? You know, anyways, that's besides the point. Look, my point is that the crazy fact is that I saw someone like that in Germany who was sitting across the bench in a park and was waiting for someone to just say hi to him. Like, that is not normal, and I can relate to that video. America has no social life, and I'm telling you, Germany also has no social life, but not as bad as America, because at least the malls are not empty in Germany. At least people still go shopping. You know, probably in the bigger cities it's probably worse. Probably see some empty malls in Berlin or something. Look, that's besides the point. My point is, it's not much better than the US when it comes to a social life. Yes, we do have free healthcare system. It's not 100% free. I'm telling you guys that to foreigners who are watching this video. Germany's healthcare system is not 100% free. A lot of taxes, you know. I'm glad I don't have to pay those taxes because I live with my parents. But look, I'm not proud to live with my parents. I'm just grateful, alright? My point is that there is something weird when it comes to a social life in Germany. And every time, even if you can socialize with people, people always talk about the most degenerate things that you could ever think of. You know, it's not normal to talk about the latest trends. Like, never have we ever acted so childish as human beings. We have never acted this way. As people from the 60s, from the 80s, from the 90s, people never acted this way on social media, acting like a fool on social media. And now that does not only go for Germany, this goes for the West in general, or the world in general, right? But I'm talking about a social life, so this video is specifically about talking about social life. I try my best so hard to just try and communicate with people, trying to congregate, and I can't even start a conversation with them because they're so lost as human beings. They're completely gone, if you guys know what I'm saying, right? And I'm gonna make a German video on this as well on my German channel. But look, this is so strange for me. Like, it's not normal to just have a conversation with someone, and for example, I'll give you an example. There was this guy I met at the calisthenics center. I was trying to do my pull-ups, work out, you know, and all of a sudden I tried to communicate with him. He taught me some new skills and all that, cool, right? But the crazy part is that this is not normal. Like, this guy told me, hey, we should meet up next time. Sure. I told him that I cannot go and work out on that specific day because I really have to study for my exams, right? Which I have to check the time because I really have to study for my exams. I'm going to do that after dinner. But anyways, my point is that I also met this girl who was also at the calisthenics center, right? And she has a boyfriend, so okay, that's besides the point. My point is that this guy asked me if I wanted to come train with him on the day I have to study for my exams, right? Funny fact is that I told him that, did I not tell you that I have an exam? You know, he says, oh, right, I almost forgot. And I asked him, like, are you gonna train this Thursday with me because I have time on Thursday? But this guy literally ignored my message. Like, this is becoming more common. Like, people read your message and they reply either tomorrow or never. Like that's what I'm saying. Like, people just look at your message, either they reply tomorrow because maybe they're busy, but in most cases, people just leave your message on read. That's crazy. Like, people just ghost you. and people just don't want to communicate. Like, they, what's wrong with people? Like, what's so hard about messaging a normal question? Like, it takes like maybe 5 or maybe maximum 10 minutes to reply to that message, right? This is not normal. And this is becoming more common in Germany. Like, friendships are becoming worse and worse in Germany. Nobody has friends in Germany. Everybody's just lonely here. Like, I was in Africa. I was a tourist there, right? Now, maybe it's different when it comes to living there, right? I'm still searching for a place to live. But what I'm saying is that I did not feel lonely. I had a social life. Even though I did not know these people, I still had a social life. Now, does that mean we should trust people? No. That's obvious. We should not blindly trust people. Obviously, there's no paradise on this earth. No country's paradise. But what I'm saying is that, very important, guys, listen, is that we as humans are social creatures, and if we don't have that, we are nothing. We are absolutely nothing. We're just zombies. You know, so you don't have that in Germany. I'm not trying to complain that Germany's a shithole country. No, Germany's a very beautiful country. Don't get me wrong. To my German viewers too, okay? But listen, this is not normal. This social life, this is not normal to be completely cut off from people. Like, I don't know how to explain it. I don't know how we can actually fix this as a society in Germany. You know, I'm done fixing Germany. I'm done. I tried, I did everything, and I'm done. I'm really done. We have either two choices: either save Germany or move out of Germany. In my case, I'm really tired of fixing this country. I really am. I'm moving out of here, and I'm really sick and tired of it, you know? Anyways, guys, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe to this channel. And if you guys are struggling with the social life, I understand. I feel your pain. I feel the same way. And stay strong. If you're young in Germany, I really suggest you guys to leave. I really highly suggest young men, especially young men, to leave. Now, I'm not saying that I'm going to sell you a course how to leave this country. No. Do your own research, but seriously, I really highly suggest you guys to leave this country. If it's destroying your social life, if you feel lonely, please find another country to move to. Now, it doesn't mean you'll automatically not feel lonely when you move to that country, right? But at least you don't have to live in that bubble of yours, you know? Alright, guys. Till then, much love. Peace.